That should probably get going for about 5 more minutes.
Alright guys, let's come over here and wrap it up here. And then you guys can stay and hit a few after this if you want. So what are some of the main things we talked about with the driver? Key points, a little recap. You can tell me, hopefully one of you can tell me one thing. You just got one thing. Let's start with you. Don't fall back on your right side. So, what's the important thing with the setup with the lower body with any golf shot? Not just the driver, but what should our lower body be? Our feet should be what? Shoulder width apart, athletic position. Obviously, our feet should be pretty even with our target line. So if this is aimed at that tree there, our feet shouldn't be in a closed position like this. This would be a closed position if my right foot's back here, which is going to have a tendency to start the ball out to the right, obviously. And some people do this when they're trying to hit a hook because it makes them kind of do that motion. They start with a closed stance and then kind of go over from there. If I have an open stance like this is going to promote a fade because I'm kind of like cutting across like this. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
you want your feet shoulder width apart and even with the target line, wherever you're aiming. So that's the lower body, athletic position. What's another important thing? How about ball position? Where should the ball be positioned with the driver or fairway hook? Front foot. Inside heel of your front foot is recommended. Definitely don't want it to be past your front foot, but I mean, if you have it a little more towards the middle, that's not a big deal. I want you all to feel comfortable over every shot. What else?
Grip.
Grip. What about the grip? What's the most important part of the grip?
Well, if you want to hit the draw, then you have to strengthen your left hand.
Yep. And also, sometimes when I want to hit a draw, also kind of close your stance slightly. What else, Matt?
I don't know, just you can change your swing path if you want to hit a draw or a fade.
Right. So, like we kind of worked on Jacob. We were trying to flatten Jacob's swing out a little bit because he was having a tendency to come over the top. So I kind of got him to take the club back with his shoulders, just not even worrying about lifting the club up or hinging the wrist at all. Just kind of letting your shoulder and hip turn. I was telling him to take the club back with his shoulders and hips, just letting it naturally come back. That flattened out your swing plane a lot. And obviously he started hitting them straight left at the beginning, but once you kind of started getting the feel of it, you straightened it out a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of partially that and getting that right elbow tucked into your side. We worked for quite a bit trying to get that elbow tucked in, swinging out and getting the club face. So we made quite a bit of an improvement today, just a little bit. So I mean, practice. Obviously, we're going to meet again here in a few days, so I don't expect you guys to be practicing every day this time of year. Golf's over now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys don't have any practice or anything, so you're all on your own this time of year. Weather is getting kind of crappy out, so we have a few good days this week, but typically, you know, if you have a range session like this, how often during the year did you guys hit balls like this? Individually, I'm talking not as a team, but like, if you had an off day, would you guys go play, or would you work out at the range a little bit?
Yeah. I usually try to get out like every week now.
Yeah. Even once a week, if you can get in a good range session like this, where you're hitting balls for an hour, hour and a half, I mean, you're gonna dabble with a few things, and you eventually you'll start making remember, especially for me, practice wasn't necessarily always what you wanted to do, you know. You're excited for the matches and everything, but you guys have so much going on in school work. You know, sometimes it's hard to get out and practice, and it really does help the golf game a lot if you can do that. Just work on one thing, especially now. You know you have some things that you can work on. You're already seeing improvements, so you should be excited to get out. You know, in between. Say we're working once a week for 4 weeks. If you can get out and just, even when I'm not there, by yourself, practice. Even if it's just a half an hour, get out and establish a few things that you might have learned tonight. I mean, that would be good. So, yeah, I would always try and get at least one good range session in per week if you can. Obviously, in the winter around here, it's kind of limited with that. I mean, there's simulators starting out a little bit more on the winter here. I know we have one inside. Forest Hills has one inside. Victory Sports Complex. You can hit balls inside there and kind of at least keep that swing throughout the winter. But yeah, you guys, we'll meet again in a couple days, and next week we'll do irons. We'll try and, depending on the wind, we'll try and hit some full irons, and then maybe try and hit a few knockdown shots. Try and work on keeping the trajectory a little lower, which is can be real valuable in this time of year, especially. I mean, state sectionals, it's always windy. I remember that. All 4 years I played, it was terrible weather, usually rainy, real windy, and you know, in high school, I was never the type of player that could hit that knockdown shot. And now I can, but I didn't have enough resources to really practice as much when I was in high school. So I wish I would have been able to do that. So yeah, we'll try and work on some full swing iron shots. We'll hit long irons, mid irons, and then try and hit some knockdowns. And then if we have time, we'll work on some pitching as well on Thursday. All right. So you guys are more than welcome to hit the rest of these balls if you want. Hit some irons. I know you didn't use your irons a whole lot today, so if you want to hit a few irons, and then we'll meet again on Thursday.
That's it.